David Smith here with another Flip Classroom math video. A few tips before we start. Remember that you can slow down or speed up the playback if that helps you follow along. You can also pause the video at any point to catch up with your notes or try the problems before I explain them. Lastly, you could turn on the captions and read my words going along below the bottom of the screen. Today's topic, triangle area using sine. So we know from before that triangle area formula is 1/2 base times height. This equation lets you do it a little bit differently. So first let me talk about how I've labeled the triangle and then we'll get into the formula in a second. So triangle ABC, I'm using uppercase letters for the vertices, the corners. Now notice I'm labeling the sides with a little a, b, c. Now what's the pattern there? Because this is important, we're going to use this pattern for a couple other rules as well. Check it out. Little a is opposite of vertex A. Little b is opposite of corner B, and little c is opposite corner C. So you're going to need to be able to generate that and be able to use that. Okay, so check this out. Here it is. It's a pretty simple formula. The area for triangle ABC is given by 1/2, so that comes from the old triangle formula, times A times B times the sine of angle C. Okay? So we're going to get our area of this triangle by multiplying 1/2 times A times B times the sine of C. Okay, so let's put that into words. You probably noticed a pattern here with my formula. The way I used it is that my A and B are here and the sine is the angle that's between them. So part of the problem with these problems, or the challenge I should say, is to figure out what you got, where your angle is, and which sides you get to use. Okay? So, but let's put this in words. The area is 1/2 the product of two sides and the included angle. So again, just to review, 1/2 A times B times sine C means 1/2 A times B times the sine of C, which is in between A and B. Okay, I want to give you a chance to put together the equation and then we'll do some calculations. So let's pretend that I told you what angle B was, okay? So you'd have to use sine B in your formula. So what I want you to do now, pause the video and see if you can write the formula that would calculate the area of this triangle if you knew angle B. Okay, let's see how you did. So if I know angle B, it means I'm going to need to use these two sides because B is between those two sides. So the area is going to be 1/2 times A times C times the sine of B. So that's the formula we would use if we knew angle B. Okay, let's try that again. Let's pretend that you know angle C. No, wait, we did that already. Let's pretend that you know angle A. What formula would you write? Okay, let's see what you got. So if you know angle A, then your formula is going to be 1/2 times the two sides that bracket angle A, so times B times C times the sine of A. Okay, so that gives you a flavor for how you have to set up your equation. Let's do some examples. Okay, take a look at this one. I've drawn my triangle A, B, C, labeled my corners, and I've given you some information. So see if you can write the correct formula using sine. Okay, so let's see what you did. Check this out. Here are my two sides, and there's my angle. So this is going to be 1/2 times 11 times 15 times the sine of 28. So that's the correct plug-in step. Now when you do homework or take a quiz or a test in my class, you need to show this step. Okay, this is worth a lot of points. If you skip this, do it in your head and just get out your calculator and make a mistake, I can't give you as much partial credit because I don't know what your thinking is. All right, so now pause the video, do that calculation, see what you get. Okay, let's see how that worked. I'm going to chain this together on my scientific calculator. I'm going to do 0.5 times 11 times 15 times 28 sine equals, and I get 38.73. So the area of this triangle would be 38.73 units squared, whatever those units are. Okay, here's another one for you to try. Drew the triangle in a different spot, didn't label any ABCs, but you should be able to figure that out. So first, write your plug-in step. See how you did. Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward. We'd be 1/2 times 27 times 31 times the sine of 61. Okay, so that's the plug-in step. If you haven't already calculated it, go ahead and do the calculation. Okay, let's see what we got. Again, 0.5 times 27 times 31 times 61 sine equals, I get 366.03 equals 366.03. So there's that area. Okay, here's one with a little twist. Stare at that diagram, see if you can figure out how to come up with the area for this triangle. Let's start with a plug-in step. See what you can do. Okay, so here the trick is, I have these two sides, I don't know that angle, okay? But I can find it. Triangles have 180 degrees, so this angle is going to be 180 minus 32 plus 34. That's going to be 180 minus 66, which is going to give us 120, 114. Okay, so now we know this is 114. Now we can do our plug-in step with our sine rule. Go ahead and pause the video and finish this if you haven't already done that. Okay, so the plug-in step is going to be 1/2 times 16 times 21 times the sine of 114. So let's see what we got. 0.5 times 16 times 21 times 114 sine gives us 153.48. 153.48. So that's our area for this triangle. Now that you've finished the video, take a moment to jot down any questions that you have so you can bring them to our next class and get some help. You can also watch the video again to perfect your understanding. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button down below, and if you'd like to help me grow my YouTube channel, please click subscribe.